Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a fan request and we're going to do top 10 Panic at the Disco songs. But first, a quick honorable mention for them. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. That one almost made the list actually, but sadly it got supplanted by another song that you'll see down the line. But it's still a great song, though. I still recommend checking that one out as well. Consider that my one honorable mention. But, number 10. This is the only song from Pray for the Wicked, by the way, and from their later output post Death of a Bachelor, is High Hopes. I actually really like this song, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't know. I just have a soft spot for it. It's just pure pop goodness with a little bit of like brass in there. It's just so much fun to listen to. I really like it. Next up, though, Ballad of Mona Lisa from Vices and Virtues. This was the lead-off single from the album, I believe, and honestly, it's a pretty good song. Honestly, it's a little bit more of a classic rock feel, with an industrial set music video, like a little bit of a steampunk music video. And the music video is great. The song's pretty solid too. I recommend checking that one out. It's actually a pretty good song. Definitely one of the better songs from Vices and Virtues. But next up though, we got number 8. This is Gospel from Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. This one is kind of like a pop rock, gospel-like song there, pun fully intended. And actually, it's really good, honestly. I really do recommend checking it out. There's actually a sequel song to it, which we'll get to up next. But the song itself is actually pretty good. I actually recommend checking it out. Next up, though, Emperor's New Clothes. This is the sequel song to This Is Gospel. And it's just a Halloween spooktacular banger. A little bit more hard rock, a little bit more energetic. It still has that pop sensibility to it, but it's actually really fun to listen to. I strongly recommend checking it out. Number 6, though, is the title track of Death of a Bachelor. This one is like a Frank Sinatra this is like a Frank Sinatra song. It's basically just Brendan Urie just singing with very sparse and minimal instrumentation. I actually really recommend checking this out, especially if you like kind of like an old jukebox singing feel, kind of like Frank Sinatra. Kind of recommend checking it out, honestly. It's pretty good. Listen, have some memories. This one is just grand. Like, this is a very grand track. It sounds massive. It is genuinely very cool and interesting. Like, it just feels big. And this is a deep cut from Death of a Bachelor, by the way. And this is probably my favorite deep cut on that album, actually. But yeah, I love that song, though. That is a fantastic song. I mean that, too. Next up, though, That Green Gentleman from Pretty Odd. This one is basically like if you cross the Beatles with like Island in the Sun from Green album, Weezer. It is very fun, very lucid, and very, very saccharine. I'm not going to lie to you. It is very saccharine. But still pretty fun to listen to, though. I actually recommend checking it out there because it is very sweet, but I like that sweetness. I have a little bit of a sweet tooth. I'm not going to lie to you. Next up, though, number 3. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Arguably their biggest song to date from their debut album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. This track, it's a legend for good reason. And I strongly recommend checking it out, actually, especially with the iconic vocal line. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? I love that vocal line, honestly. It's very fun to imitate. But next up, though, is 9 in the Afternoon. This is from Pretty Odd. Oh yeah, the last one was from Fever You Can't Sweat Out, I Write Sins, but I think everyone knows that. But yeah, Night in the Afternoon, this is from Pretty Odd. This is basically just their version of a Beatles song. It is very sweet, very saccharine, but that's a good thing actually. I really do like how sweet it is. It just makes me smile when I listen to it, and to me there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of saccharine pop every now and then. Like saccharine pop with a classic rock feel. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But my number one though is Bill God Then We'll Talk from A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. This song is actually their best in my opinion. I love the orchestration of the strings. I love how grand this is. I love the music video with the mime. This is genuinely like their best song and their crowning achievement in my opinion. I love everything about this song. This is probably one of my personal favorite like emo pop punk songs. I don't really view Panic at the Disco as an emo band. I do view them as a pop punk band, at least on that first album. But whatever you classify them as, this is their crowning achievement, at least for me anyway. I love this song. I would actually give this song like a 10 out of 10. This is probably the rest are like 9s out of 10 on my list. This one is the only 10 out of 10 on my list. I love this song. Just perfection in my opinion. This is their best song. Anyway, that'll do it. If you guys have any fan requests, drop them in the comments. I might actually do them one day. But that's gonna be everything for now. Gates of Aries, signing off. I hope all of you have a great day. Take care, everyone.